Hello and welcome to this special Holi edition of Gravitas. I'm Maudi Gambhir. Here's wishing you all a very happy and colourful Holi. The Festival of Colours. Holi marks the end of winter and the onset of spring. A day to spread cheer and celebrate with your family and friends. A day to enjoy sweets and delicacies. For some, it's about balloon fights and dancing. For the others, it's about staying as far away as possible from colours. Whichever way you look at it, Holi is now an integral part of brand India and is being celebrated around the world. We get you glimpses of those celebrations. We also get you a special report from Vrindavan. It's not just in India. People around the world are celebrating Holi. Let's first take you to Pakistan, where people welcomed Holi with fire, colour and some dancing. This is the Swami Narayan temple in Karachi. For the last couple of years, the Hindu community in Karachi could not really celebrate the Festival of Colours to their heart's content, courtesy the pandemic. This year, they have left no stone unturned. Sweets were exchanged, there was a burst of colours. In some cases, the celebrations went beyond the Hindu community.
I'm a working woman, so I went to the office where my colleagues celebrated Holi with me, even though they are Muslims. Then I came here and I'm enjoying myself here too.
The Festival of Colours was also marked in Nepal, where hundreds of locals and tourists gathered at Kathmandu's Bashantapur Darbar Square Palace, smearing each other with colours and painting the town red, quite literally.
This morning we have been walking around, enjoying the colors, enjoying the pictures, enjoying all the people.
I'm feeling absolutely blessed to be here. It's just wonderful, the children, the people, everything.
And that's the magic of Holi. This day is like no other, and there is no one way of playing the Festival of Colours. You can be in India or outside it, you can be old or young, you can be religious or not. Holi is a festival for everyone. In the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, widows dumped patriarchy to celebrate Holi. Ancient Hindu traditions forbid widows from wearing colours, let alone playing with colours. But this year, in the small town of Vrindavan, widows decided to embrace Holi.
I am feeling great here today. There are no powdered colors here this year, but flower petals. This place is jam-packed and everyone has come here to experience happiness. We are celebrating with flowers this year and there are no colors which could hurt the eyes.
If all of us, both young and old alike, are celebrating Holi here, then why not the widows?
Some 700 odd kilometers away, in the holy town of Varanasi, the banks of the river Ganga were packed with people playing Holi in a rather unique way. Instead of colours, they used ash from cremation pyres. You see, there are many tales of Holi, and we will tell you about them in just a bit. And one of the beliefs is that Holi was first played by Lord Shiva, who smeared fire ashes to celebrate the return of his wife, Goddess Parvati. And today, that tradition continues in this holy city.
Holi is celebrated here at the cremation ground in a magnificent way, and this tradition has been taking place every year, and all the devotees wait so that we can play this festival here.
This is a unique Holi, and you will not see this happening anywhere in India.
And let's now take you to Kashmir, where India's defense forces celebrated the festival in their home away from home.
BSF has a tradition of celebrating all festivals from every religion with a lot of joy. This is a day when we do not follow any hierarchy and get together with each other. It helps in taking away our stress as well.
And let's now take you to the epicenter of the Holi celebrations in India, the historic city of Vrindavan, located in the Mathura district of Uttar Pradesh. Every year, thousands of revelers, not just from India but also abroad, descend on this city to celebrate the Festival of Colors. And our correspondent, Johan Castell, traveled to 3 temples to get you a glimpse of what makes Holi in Mathura so special. Here's a special ground report on what he saw.
Traditions, togetherness, celebrations, and lots of color. This is how India celebrated Holi. The festival of colors, with lots of vibrant hues. We visited 3 such Holi celebrations that define the spirit of this festival. We started from the Dwarkadish temple in Mathura, named after Lord Dwarkadish, an avatar of Lord Krishna. It is known across the country for its ornate construction and murals.
We're at the Sri Dwarkadish temple in Mathura, and this is one of the most famous and one of the oldest temples in Mathura city. It is dedicated to Lord Krishna. And devotees come from far away to come for pilgrimage to this temple, and it is just thronging with visitors. We're lucky we're here right when the temple opened, and we're going to go ahead inside and see what the temperature is like inside.
We then walked inside the temple to get a glimpse of the celebrations. The spirit of the revelers was infectious, to say the least.
So I'm here with Henry in the Sri Dwarkadish temple. How has your Holi been so far?
Really good fun, yes.
It's your first time for Holi in this area?
Yeah, first time in this area.
First time in India even, or?
Yes, first time in India. I've been here now for a week.
And is it above your expectations, or?
Yes, it's everything, everywhere, all the time, and it's.
So I'm here with Philip, and we found this guy from Australia just outside of the temple. How was your experience today?
Overwhelming. I almost started crying. It was too much. It's really, I love the spirit of India, and we've been here 5 times. So
you've been here 5 times before?
Not here, but to India for 5 times. I love it.
And how does this compare to the other places that you've spent Holi? I mean, would you say that it's like 5 times as crowded, or?
Yeah, no, it's really full on. It's as full on as being in New York on New Year's Eve. It's totally mind-boggling. I love it.
It's a little bit more busy than the Gold Coast, eh?
Yeah, Gold Coast is Nanaland. This is life living. I love it.
As evening descended, we headed towards our next destination, the Premji Temple, another iconic temple in Mathura, dedicated to Radha Krishna and Sita Ram.
We are at the site of Prem Mandir in Vrindavan. This temple is dedicated to Radha Krishna and Situ Ram and was opened in 2012. Today it is super busy and there are still colored powder of Holi flying in the air. We're going to see if we can have a look around inside, if we can make our way through the queue to get in there.
The celebrations here were extraordinary. We saw recreations of scenes from Indian epics. But the most impressive feature at this temple was this spectacular musical fountain show. The next morning we started early to visit the famous Banke Bihari temple, the main center of Holi celebration in Vrindavan. Every year, thousands of devotees descend on this city. They soak themselves in color and dance to the tune of drum beats. This year was no different.
We still have ways to go before we're reaching the gates of the Banke Bihari shrine. This is super crowded. We're in the middle of a major thoroughfare. We're not the only ones who have thought of coming to Vrindavan for Holi. Wow.
What makes the celebrations here even more special is the participation of revelers from all over the world. It was quite a sight seeing them soaking themselves in the festive spirit.
We are outside of the Banke Bihari temple in Vrindavan on the main day of the Holi celebrations in the area. In other areas of India, Holi is also celebrated, but not with the same fervor as in the Braj area of Uttar Pradesh, where Holi celebrations can stretch for many more days than anywhere else in the country.
Holi in Mathura is certainly an experience for a lifetime, not just because of the riot of colors, but also the bond it shows between people. We feel blessed to have experienced it. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Let's now get you the story behind the celebrations. How did it all start? And why do people around the world play Holi? Our next report gets you the story of the Festival of Colors.
In India, Holi marks the end of winter and the onset of spring. It has been celebrated in the Indian subcontinent for centuries. Poems and epics documented dating back to the 4th century AD. Today, Holi is celebrated with colors, water balloons and water guns, popularly known as pichkaris. The 2-day-long festival has a rich history. On the first day, devotees worship Prahlad, an incarnation of Hindu god Brahma. They participate in Holika Dahan and gather around a huge bonfire. Why do they do that? To mark the victory of good over evil. To celebrate the defeat of demoness Holika. Let's understand the story behind this. According to the lore, there was a demon king named Hiranyakashyap. He was granted 5 magical wishes by Hindu god Shiva. The demon let it get the best of him. He ordered everyone to worship him, but his own son Prahlad denied that. He continued to worship Lord Vishnu. Hiranyakashyap's ego was hurt. He got furious and ordered his demon sister Holika to kill Prahlad. But how? The demoness was immune to fire. A pyre was lit and Holika sat on it. She tricked Prahlad into sitting on her lap. But to everyone's surprise, Holika was burnt down to ashes, while Prahlad came out of the fire unscathed. Later, his father Hiranyakashyap also got slayed by Lord Vishnu. To this day, devotees burn a pyre on Holi, marking the victory of good over evil. Festivities extend to the next day. It's called the Rangwali Holi or Dhulendi. Indians shower each other with vibrant colored powders called gulal and water. The day also marks Lord Krishna's eternal love for Radha. In Hindu mythology, Krishna is believed to have a dark complexion. Self-conscious about his skin, little Krishna confided in her mother, asking for advice. His mother Yashoda said Radha would like him as he is. She suggested that he color himself and Radha in whatever hue he wanted. Krishna playfully colored Radha's skin as his own and professed his love for her. Since then, the color fight is celebrated to commemorate Radha and Krishna's eternal love. The festivities are especially joyous in the Mathura city of Uttar Pradesh, which is Lord Krishna's birthplace. Holi is celebrated across the world. The festival is all about spreading love and happiness. People dance to upbeat music. They eat Indian delicacies such as gujia and dahi bhallas, with beverages like thandai becoming a staple. Bureau Report, World is One.
And from the past, let's now turn to the present. The festival of Holi does not just unite India, it also adds color to India's soft power. Be it the surge in tourism around this festival, or the celebrations at diplomatic missions in India, or the festivities that are held around the world year after year. Holi has played a huge role in shaping brand India. So much so that for many, the word India has become synonymous with colors. Here's a special report.
Can you imagine America without hot dogs? Or France without Louis Vuitton or Chanel? It's the same with India and Holi. A festival that conveys India's values both domestically and globally. A festival that has played a huge role in shaping brand India. Holi has given India a kind of romanticism which other nations lack. This has helped not just in boosting tourism, but also transforming India's global image. Look around you. Every year around this time, foreign tourists throng Indian cities, soaking in the festive spirit, dancing to the tunes of traditional music, capturing the memories on their cameras. In the national capital, there are celebrations at embassies, with diplomats reveling in the festive spirit. This year, the US Commerce Secretary is in New Delhi. She celebrated the festival with India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. They smeared each other with colours, dancing to the tunes of drums.
Happy Holi to everyone. It's a great honor for me to be here. I want to thank the Minister for hosting me. And this is my first time, and I'm very excited to be part of it.
There were also celebrations at the American Embassy in India. The Nepalese Embassy in India joined in too, as did the Swedish Embassy, the Korean Embassy, and the Embassy of Colombia. Along with various Indian diplomatic missions abroad. Our point is simple. Thanks to Holi, Indian culture has reached different parts of the world. It's not just the food, the Taj or Indian films. People also associate India with vibrant colours. This has helped create a national brand. A brand that helps India stand out in the international sphere. A brand that will play an important role in helping India achieve its mission of Amrit Kal. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
And today marks one more occasion. It is International Women's Day. The day is celebrated on the 8th of March every year. And while I wish you a very happy Women's Day, I also want to take a few minutes to reflect on the very purpose of this day. It is a day dedicated to celebrating women, raising awareness around women's issues, talking about the achievements, looking at how far we have come, but also looking at the hurdles that lie ahead. The destination is gender equity. In fact, Embrace Equity is the theme for this year's International Women's Day. The need for inclusivity how equal opportunities are not enough. You see, equality means people are given the same resources or opportunities. Equity recognizes that each person has different circumstances. It is about giving the resources and opportunities needed to reach an equal outcome. But these terms sound like a cruel joke for many women around the world. Take the women in Afghanistan, for example. What's there to celebrate? The snatching away of basic rights? The Taliban's series of diktats? Let me ask you, what does the word freedom mean to you? To be able to do what you feel like, when you feel like, to go where you want to make independent decisions? Well, it could mean different things to different people, but for Afghan women, the word is no longer a part of their dictionary. They have forgotten what it's like to be free, to be able to study, to be able to take a walk in a park. They used to be able to do that once upon a time. Can you imagine these are women of Afghanistan? But these are now only hazy memories. Taliban 2.0 has taken Afghan women back in time, not to the glorious times, but to the Afghanistan under the previous Taliban rule. Taliban 2.0 is no different from the earlier Taliban. The promises that were made sounded great, but they have all been broken one by one. Women have been banned from educational institutions. They can no longer go to the gyms or amusement parks. They have been barred from working in NGOs. The list goes on. In Iran, women have been taking to the streets against the regime. Even the country's youngest schoolgirls have been taking on the country's mightiest. But why just Afghanistan and Iran? In the United States, women have been fighting for the basic right to their own bodies. It is the 21st century. Why should women still have to fight for basic abortion rights? While there is a lot to celebrate and we have come a long way, there is also a lot more that needs to be done. And here's hoping for a time in the near future when we don't need a Women's Day at all. When we don't have to imagine a world with a level playing field and actually get to live in one. When every day is truly Women's Day. And with that, it's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching this special Holi edition of Gravitas. We're leaving you with Gravitas images. And here's wishing you all once again a very happy Holi.
Thank you.